Have you ever closed a self-help book feeling inspired, only to look at your life a week later and realize nothing really changed? Today, we're diving into one of the biggest questions in the self-improvement world. Do self-help books actually work? Not intuitively, not motivationally, but psychologically and scientifically. What we discover might shift how you think about personal change forever. Let's start with a reality check. The self-help industry rakes in over $13 billion every year, promising transformation, breakthroughs, clarity, and success. But according to research, most self-help books just don't deliver lasting change. Here's the first striking finding. When researchers examined the top 50 self-help books for anxiety, depression, and trauma, they found that less than half included techniques backed by solid evidence. Even fewer guided readers on how to measure progress, and only about 1/3 offered strategies aimed at long-term change rather than a quick emotional boost. That doesn't mean nothing in these books is useful. It means that many books are designed to make you feel better temporarily, not to help your brain rewire itself for long-term transformation. But here's something even more interesting. Real, lasting change often doesn't come from structured exercises, deadlines, or guided worksheets in a book. It emerges from those quiet, unplanned moments when your mind wanders, when your thoughts connect in unexpected ways, and suddenly, bam, something clicks. In other words, your brain is already working on solutions long before you consciously realize it. Let's go back to some classic research to illustrate the point. In the late 1970s, one study offered headache sufferers a free self-help book about migraines. Only 20% even read the book, and fewer than 5% actually applied the advice. This tells us something fundamental. Reading is not the same as doing. Without follow-through, insights stay on the page, like dust gathering on a shelf. So if most books don't work as promised, why do millions of people still swear by them? Because they feel meaningful. They give us language for our struggles. They momentarily uplift us. They validate our pain. But feelings are fleeting. Transformation requires more than emotion. It demands insight and action. And here's where something unexpected happens. True change often begins with what the philosopher Albert Camus called a shock that shatters routine. That moment when the question, "Why am I living this way?" becomes unavoidable. When life forces you out of autopilot. It might come from a breakup, a health scare, or a simple realization that your routines no longer align with your values. That moment, real, unfiltered, and visceral, is where change begins. Not in a chapter summary or list of steps. If the best answer isn't in a book, then what is the real path to change? First, trust your mind's natural wanderings. Some of your most profound insights happen when you're not even trying. Second, be selective with what you read. A line that truly resonates, one sentence that shifts your worldview, is worth more than 10 books you skimmed. And finally, act boldly on what you feel deep inside. Insight that stays internal never becomes transformation. Because at the end of the day, the best self-help isn't in a book. It's in the moment you allow yourself to see the life you're living and decide if it's the life you want.